Yo. Good morning. Not good morning. Not good morning. It is not morning at all. It is far from morning. It is actually morn, or evening, as normal people say. Welcome to live stream. Thanks very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for joining me this evening. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, but it's been a nice day. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. A little bit later than anticipated. I've literally got in from Alton Towers about half an hour ago, and I've had to sort Alfie out and get him to bed. He is absolutely knackered, and now we're here. Now we're live streaming. So yeah, welcome everybody. Thanks very much for tuning in. What were I going to say? It's good to be. Do you know what? I right enjoyed the live stream that we did on Sunday, and I'm going to enjoy this one as well because it's just nice to catch up with you guys and talk about minis and stuff, I guess. Hope you're all keeping well. If you're on the Discord, sorry, I am going to be eating sweets. If you're on the Discord, go and post some stuff over in Loki Approved, because that's what we're going to do today. We're going to have a look at all your lovely minis and see what you've been up to. You don't have to post everything that you've done since the last stream, because we'll be here forever. But just post some stuff. Post a couple of things that you're happiest with or something, I don't know. And we'll take a look through them. And, yeah. I think I've opened it. I think. I know we had to update all the stuff on the Discord a while back, like around permissions and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that I've opened it all right. If someone could let me know if they can post in there, if they're like able to, that'd be fantastic. I think I'm eating sweets because I've been to Alton Towers today. Actually, no, we'll get to that in a bit. We'll get to that in a bit. We'll say hello to people first, and then we'll get into it. Right. My stream layout's all... But it's been a while, I'm not used to it. That music's a bit loud as well, isn't it? Turn that down a little bit. Right, so we've got Charity Chain, who, looking through the chat, looks like they're on the wrong YouTube account. But I don't know who that was. I don't know. It's someone. So Charity Chain, good evening, whoever you are. Tabletop Ready Minis, let's go, baby. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're well. Thanks very much for tuning in. We've got who else? We've got Conquerus. Thanks very much for tuning in. One of our fantastic moderators. Lovely to see you. Thanks for joining. We've got Mr. Boffnet, another one of our moderators. Thank you very much for tuning in, buddy. Thank you for also alerting the troops that the stream was still going ahead. Your message popped up as I got about 5 minutes left on the motorway. So, I literally just got home. Who else we got? Peter Gronfeldt, another one of our fantastic moderators, all from Denmark as well. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in. Got Ravensrook Miniatures. Long time no see. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Good evening, Pickle. Evening, chat. Thanks very much for tuning in, dude. Lovely to see you. Hope you're keeping well. We've got Lunch Break Painter. Good evening. Good evening to you, sir. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're well. Who else? We've got Nightbot. Thanks, Nightbot. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm still looking up there for my camera, and it's not. It's here, as you can tell. What else we got? We've got Graham's Hobby Corner. Not to be confused with the Hobby Corner. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're well. Correct YouTube account now. I'm assuming then that you are Charity Chain. Charity Chain is a blockchain project me and a friend are trying to build for charity. I don't know what blockchain is. It sounds like Roblox. The Blind Artist. Long time no catching you live. Yeah, I know, but it's been a while since I've been live. Although I was live on Sunday, but it's been a while since I've done a Wednesday night, and it's good. Do you know what? It's good to be back. It's good to be. I hate it when people say that. I'm back. Just do it. Just do the stream. What the hell you say, Richard Smith? Good evening to you, sir. Welcome to the stream, buddy. I'm pouring myself. Do you know what? I thought that tasted funny. I got a glass sat here that must have had a little bit of Pepsi left in it. I don't know when from. Maybe from yesterday, maybe from a couple of days ago. I have no idea. And I've just picked that up thinking that that's the drink I've just poured for myself. And I thought, oh, I've gone through that quick. And then I thought it tasted funny. That's because it's an old drink. This is today's drink. Oh, that's better. Good evening, Redacted 83, and presumably the previous 82 redactions. Good evening, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Database tech, cryptocurrency uses it. I don't know what. I'll be honest. I don't really know what cryptocurrency is. It's one of those things that it's a phrase that gets sort of thrown around, and as far as I can tell, it's just make-believe money. But I'm not really sure. I don't really know what it is. But I know what a database is. So, you know, swings and roundabouts. Have you given up Warhammer for Shatterpoint? I've not given up on Warhammer. I've not given up on Warhammer or given up Warhammer or stopped doing it or anything like that. I'm just really enjoying Shatterpoint at the moment. Pardon me. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just really enjoying Shatterpoint at the moment. I'm actually planning on doing a video on it at some point in the near future. Just sort of talking about why I am so excited for this new system. And why it's sort of taken over my hobby life at the moment. And all I want to do is make content about it, but the problem is I've made, unless I start going into sort of deep dives on this is how to paint this specific model, which those types of videos generally don't do particularly well. There's not really a lot else I can do with it. I've done painting tutorials, I've done the terrain tutorials. I'm not really a gaming tutorial person. Like, I don't really go through rules and stuff like that. So I don't really know how. I don't know how I'd do that. But yeah, so I want to do something on it. Was that Pepsi or the arsenic I left you the other week? I mean, if it's the arsenic that you've left me, it's probably gone off by now. I imagine arsenic goes off. Everything goes off. Everything's got an expiry date, hasn't it? Twice in a week, we lucky. Technically, it's twice in a week, as in 7 days. But last week was last week. This week is this week. I did say I want to start doing the Wednesdays again. I was umming around about whether to do this Wednesday. And I originally, I kept looking over here because this is where you guys are on my screen, but this is where the camera is. So originally, I did want to stream this Wednesday, and then I was like, well, I've got Alfie, and it's a bit, it's a bit awkward trying to get him sorted and to bed and stuff, and then get the stream set up. So I was like, well, I don't know if I should. And then I was like, oh, I can't. I've got a committee meeting on Wednesday. And then I had that, oh, well, I've got Alfie. I need to try and get someone to have him so I can go to the committee meeting. Couldn't get anyone to have Alfie, so I didn't go to the committee meeting. And then it turns out, so then I was like, oh, well, I'll stream then, because might as well, because Wendy's not in, and I'd literally just be sat here, probably playing on my Switch or on my Xbox. And do you know what? I enjoyed the stream on Sunday, so I thought I'll do another one. And then obviously I've been to Alton Towers today, and I thought, oh yeah, we'll be sort of done by 3-4 o'clock. Probably set off. Maybe have something to eat out way home. Be home for 7ish. And yeah, jobs are good in. We didn't end up leaving Alton Towers until 6 o'clock. And then about halfway home, we stopped for tea because. Hungry. So we stopped at McDonald's. It's been a proper lazy day today in terms of food. But you know what? We've had a lovely time. We've had an absolutely lovely time. Good evening, everyone. Yaravana, welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. Thanks very much for tuning in. Lovely to see you. Good evening, dude. Evening all. Andy Allen, welcome to the stream, buddy. Hope you're well. Sorry that I had to message back that I couldn't reply earlier, which I know is a weird message to send to someone. Sorry, I can't message you, he messaged. I was literally just getting back in the car at McDonald's, about to set off home. So, I hope you're well. Elstonation, evening dude. I'm in Doncaster at the moment and the portion size of the meal has nearly destroyed me. What are you doing in Doncaster? You're literally down the road from me. You're about... I mean, depending on what part of Doncaster you're in, you're about 10 minutes from me. What are you doing in Doncaster? And where are you eating? Like, are you eating out somewhere? Let me know. Are you here overnight? Are you going to call and have a coffee tomorrow? What is the plan? What's happening? Frandog99, good evening. Welcome to the stream, bud. Hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in. Good to see I'm not the only one still wearing their Chillcon wristband. Yes. Chillcon wristband on, and a couple of Warhammer ones. One is just a Warhammer 40,000 one, and one is Black Library from 2020. It's an older one. It's an older one, but it checks out. Blockchain is a distributed ledger that uses a network to validate transactions, usually with a complex mathematical calculation. Like mining semi-primes, hence its use and value in crypto. I'll be honest, I understand what all of those words mean individually. But that must be what I sound like when I talk to people about like deep Star Wars lore. That must be exactly what I sound like. Do you know what? I think I'm better off just not knowing. I think I'm just better off not knowing about blockchain. Unless there's a party. If there's a block party, I'm there. Haven't been to Alton Towers in years. Always used to go during term time to avoid the queues. So, here's the thing with Alton Towers today. I went, for those of you that don't know, I mean, which is probably most of you to be fair, because it's not something I particularly talk about a lot. Not for any reason other than it's just sort of personal home life. Alfie got diagnosed with ADHD last year. And for the most part, don't really notice any additional needs, shall we say, or you know, different needs, or whatever the PC term is. I'm not 100% sure. To me, he's just a 9-year-old. He's a bit fidgety sometimes. That's about it. So we went and we were queuing, and it was a bit sort of, oh, you know, got to queue for stuff. And I'm like, we have to queue for everything. Like that's just when you come to a theme park, you have to queue. But can't see Loki approved. Should be able to see it. Let's have a look. Who can access this channel? Right, try that. Should be able to see it now. Try closing your Discord and opening it again if you still can't. Just be on the safe side. So we went and we were queuing and stuff and whatever and blah blah blah. Went on a couple of the sort of bigger rides. We queued for the rapids, and we queued for it used to be called Sonic Spinball. It's called like Spinball Whizzer, I think, something like that. We queued for both of those, and we went on some of the sort of smaller rides, which we also had to queue for, but just not as long. And then I found out that he was actually entitled to like a fast track thing. So we went and got that from the sort of customer services. And then after that, we then went on a few things, because by that point, I think it was like 3 o'clock. So it was quite late on in the day. If we'd had that earlier on, we could have probably got loads more done. So yeah, long story short, like, look at what you're allowed to get and what you're entitled to and all that sort of stuff. If you're going with, you know, kids that maybe would struggle more. Alfie wasn't too bad. Like, you were a bit fed up, but I think any kid would just be fed up if they were queuing for 45 minutes to go on a 1 minute roller coaster. But, you know, it was really well behaved. We had a lovely day. And the best part about Alton Towers, like, the rides are great. You know, the rides are fantastic. I'm going to get the photos. I've got them all on my app from the rides that we went on. Especially the one from whatever, the ride that used to be called Air. It's now called Galactica. Definitely going to be getting that photo because Alfie came off it in floods of, not in floods of tears, but he came off it very, very upset. I think it was a bit much for him. He also didn't like the Spinball one, and he didn't like Nemesis Subterra, whatever it's called. The sort of interactive, you know, oh no, the eggs escaped, like, ride. But he liked everything else. He's been really good. But the best thing about Alton Towers, you know, the rides are fantastic, the photos are great, the park's great. The best thing about Alton Towers is, even though it's arguably, like, you know, a little bit overpriced in some aspects, just looking at, like, the prices for things for, like, fast track tickets and all that sort of stuff, it's arguably a little bit overpriced. Do you know what it's not overpriced on? Pick and mix. This massive tub of pick and mix costs £9, and this is hefty. This is a hefty tub. Now, I went and got a pick and mix on, what day was it last week? I think it was last Thursday or Wednesday. In fact, it was last Wednesday, because it was when I went to Newquay while we were down in Cornwall, and we went into one of the sweet shops and we were looking at, like, fudge and rock and stuff. And I'm not a massive fan of rock. Like, I'll eat it if it's in the little bits, but I don't, you know, I'm not bothered about getting a big stick of rock. Just don't interest me. Fudge is fine, but I'll only have a few pieces of it before I'm a bit like, I'm done with that. But I love sweets. I love pick and mix, like, proper, like, pick and mix sweets. So I went into this sweet shop and I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to fill this bag up. Until I'm worried that it's going to tear and everything's going to fall out everywhere. So I did that. And that cost me like £17.50 on pick and mix. And it weighed about the same as this. This is proper packed in. So it's a bit of a trek, but tell you what, pick and mix, £9 for this massive tub. Alton Towers, maybe a rip-off for a lot of things, but for pick and mix, it's bob on. Hey there, beautiful people. Frost and Fist, Mr. Mythos, thanks for tuning in, dude. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're well. How's life across the pond? Rims Rook, have you been able to Lurky approved yet? It should be visible. Anyone else that is on the Discord, if you want to post anything in Lurky approved, it should be under miniature photos, and it should be the channel underneath finished work. And once we get a few things going in there, then we'll start going in. Pick a mix. I remember when it was 10p mix. I remember the shop across the street from the school that I used to go to used to do pick a mix, and some of them were a penny a sweet, and some of them were 2 penny a sweet. Some of them were 5 pence a sweet. They were like your giant strawberries and stuff. So I do remember when it was cheaper, but like comparably for today's prices, I think that is quite cheap. I remember when it was free from Woolworths. Yeah, so do Woolworths. That's why they're no longer like on the high street. That's why they don't exist anymore. Because we all went in and used to do us pick a mix and then hold it while we weighed it. So we got it for like a fraction of the cost. So that's been my day. I've been to Alton Towers and we've been on, what have we been on? We went on the Rapids. We went on, I've got a list here. I made a list so I can remember. We went on Nemesis Subterra, went on Blade, went on that a few times. That's like the big pirate ship thing. We went on Funk and Fly, which is like, it's one of these retro rides that they've got. It's not really, it is kind of a retro ride, but it's just like one that spins round and then it sort of tips so that it goes like that. And you sit in a thing and you go round. Where else did we go? Went on the Rapids, went on the Battle Galleons, which are the little pirate ships that go around with the water cannons on. Alfred was not best pleased that he got soaked on that. We went on the Spinball thing, Galactica, and then we went on Funk and Fly and Blade again, and then we went on the Gangster Granny ride, which Alfie wanted to go on, so we went on it. But it's definitely made for kids. It's definitely made for kids. It's not a... I'd barely even call it a ride, if I'm honest. But I think he enjoyed it. We've had a nice day. We've eaten junk food. We've eaten sweets. We've drank... Oh, well, he's not drank fizzy pop. He don't like fizzy pop. But I've drank pop. Actually, no. Actually, I've drunk quite a lot of water today. I was, you know, stay hydrated and all that. That's why I'm guzzling pop now. So far we've only got one entry for Loki approved, which is fine. We'll have a look at it in a bit. It's from our lovely Buffnet. In fact, let's move over there now. If I go to here, there we go. Look at that. I realised that I'd not set up the Loki approved screen before I started streaming. So here we go. So yeah, Buffnet's put one in. Buffnet's put one in. Woo, lads. Since the last stream, Buffnet has painted 5 models, apparently. I'm joking. Please don't post everything you've painted since the last stream, because that is a lot. But we have a corn dude, I think. I'm assuming this is a corn dude. I'm sure Buffnet plays corn, or he has a corn army. And he looks like a corn guy. You know, he's got 2 massive axes. He looks all muscly and stuff. I really like this though. I like this the skull on the base. That's a nice touch. Nah, that's it. I've been slow. But yeah, that looks cool. Like that. Love this tank. I got to see this in person on Friday when we were on our way back from Cornwall last week. We made a pit stop over in Buffnet land in Worcestershire, and we stayed there. We didn't stay there, we just stopped off there for food. It was supposed to be at dinner time, and then we ended up getting there at like, I don't know, 4 o'clock. Like, it was late on. I don't know, Buffet's gonna be like, oh, that was early for dinner time. Right, no, that's nearly tea time. Let's not start that. But yeah, I got to see this in person. This is really cool because this is all magnetized, so it can, I think he says that it can be like 8 different tanks. That particular kit could be built in like 8 different ways or something, or there's 8 different weapon loadouts, or Lucky approved says locked. Lucky approved says locked. Right, give me a second. Right, now try it. Try it now. Hopefully that's fixed it. It's because we had to update all the permissions to stuff just for what's it called? So basically, I started work at a school this year. I started work at a school this year, and for a while it was fine. I mean, to be fair, it's still fine. But then some of the kids, like I think one of the kids recognised me or something, as having a YouTube channel. Then obviously kids are kids, and that was like the most amazing thing ever. So then they told their friends, and then they told their friends, and then there was a contingency of kids at the school that knew that I had a YouTube channel, and which is fine. The YouTube channel is fine. The social medias are all fine. It was the Discord. It was the Discord that I was concerned about. So I don't really want to be having that sort of interaction with the kids from school. I have no idea why. Okay, try again. Try again. If you try, make sure you close your Discord and open it back up, just in case it needs to like refresh or something. But as far as I can tell, everyone should have permissions now to post. So yeah, that's why we had to change all the access to stuff so that we could sort of vet people as they came in a little bit more, rather than just sort of letting everyone have access to everything. But obviously in the process, that has made stuff like opening Loki approved that little bit more awkward. Anyway, back over to Loki approved. Back to this tank. This tank, I'm sure that Boffnet said that it can be built in like 8 different ways, or it can have like, it might be a few different ways it can be built, but then like 8, there's like 8 lots of loadouts apparently, or something. Do you need to green tick next to send messages? I think it's sorted now, Boff. Looks like it's sorted because I can see people typing in the background, so it looks like it's working fine now. So yeah, and it's really cool that it's like all like magnetized and stuff. And it can all come apart and be built differently. I think that's really cool. We've got a couple of skulls crying blood, and I really like these. I don't know if that's part of the model. Or if it's something that Boffnet's done, but the splashes where the blood's hitting the ground is a really nice effect, and I can't remember seeing that on this model before. But then again, I can't really remember seeing this model before. I think is it an endless spell? Is it a spell for Age of Sigmar? The few games of Age of Sigmar that I've had, I don't think I've ever seen anyone use endless spells. But I've only played 3rd edition, and I'm not sure if they're as big a thing in this edition as they were when they were first introduced, or I don't know, whatever. But I like those splashes, that's really cool. I'd like to know how you did those if they're not part of the model. They might very well be just part of the model, and in which case you've done a nice job first painting them. And then we've got the little grot, which Boffnet entered for the Golden Pickle painting competition. The Golden Pick, right, the painting competition. We did an event which I think I spoke about on Sunday. I can't remember, but we did an event, and as part of that event, we did create a panel, like a YouTube thing, content creators thing, and Tom's Tabletop Bunker. Tom's Tabletop Bunker kindly has filmed the entire panel that we had. I've not looked at the footage yet because I've got home and found this package on my desk. I've just opened it up, and this is what was inside it. Oh. It says, MI5, top secret, honestly, not porn. And that just, I feel like this is probably not as funny as I find it. I think it may have been like a you had to be there sort of thing. But that made me chuckle. I liked that. That was good. So I've got that. And that is sat here. That will be getting edited to see what I can do with it. Maybe trim some of the gaps down and stuff, and then get that uploaded as a video for the people that couldn't be there and couldn't see the panel. So that's cool. So yeah, back to Lucky Approved. This grot, really like this grot. Nice classic look to it. Sort of classic colours, really nice. Including the base, including the Goblin Green base. I mean, I know it's not like Boffnet's done it on purpose for this model in particular, because he just does it on a lot of models. But for this one, it actually works. It actually works. So yeah, fantastic job, dude. Right, we've got some other posts now, so it's not just the Boffnet show. Let's have a look, see what other people have been working on. So, Conquerus. So this is Conquerus and Adeptus Smurfus, Peter Gronfeldt. They have finished Hero Quest. Absolutely fantastic effort. And this is a really nice photo of it all, actually, as well. Seeing it all there together, all laid out, all painted as well. I think am I right in thinking that you've been using a lot of it you've used like slap chop and speed paints and stuff like that, but this is looking absolutely fantastic. I've still not opened my set. Of Hero Quest, because until I can sort of get my friends to commit to playing at least a few times, I'm not opening it and starting painting it, because what's the point? Do you know what I mean? I want to be painting it so that I can play the game. But these look fantastic, and it is kind of making me want to get mine open and start playing with it. Wait. Hello, Pickle Jars Lapunu. Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you're well. War Daddy Miniatures, good evening. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're well. That was marvellously creepy. Good to see everyone again. It is good to see everyone, isn't it, Frost and Fist? It's that. The whole gang's back together. Good evening, all. Sprocket, thanks for tuning in. Welcome to the stream. Anders Gronfeldt, thanks for tuning in as well. Lovely to see you. I'm just trying to catch up with everyone in the chat. Lau Lau, thanks for joining, bud. Welcome to the stream. Splash is a part of it. It's a blessing prayer. Corn does not do spells. Cool. I mean, it is a spell though, right? Yeah. Like come on. So yeah, that's cool. But yeah, this is really cool. Awesome work finishing Hero Quest. That is a fantastic set, and hopefully you actually get to game with it as well at some point. Working on this gal. Ooh, that's nice. Is that one of the? Is that from the Kill Team box, or is that something else? There doesn't look to be enough spikes for it to be Dark Eldar. Or any spikes, actually, looking at it. What's that from? I like that sort of crimson, though, on the armour. Like crimson-y red, that's real nice. Awesome work on the Hero Quest. That Hero Quest set looks like it could be box art. Love it. It does. It's fantastic. So awesome work to the Gronfelds. Round of applause. Well done. Massive achievement. Who else? What else you got? We've got Mr. Mythos, Frost and Fist. Finished up a Phobos Lieutenant this past weekend. Now there's no swearing in this video you've uploaded, is there? That's why we post this on. Oh, it's muted anyway. That's fine. Look at this. Can I do full screen? There we go. Look at that. Full 360. Let's play it. Let's play it again. Look at that. That base is real nice as well, dude. Got the transfers on there. Look at this. Love it. Awesome work, dude. That is absolutely fantastic, even if it is an Ultramarine. And an Assault Marine as well. Look at this guy. Look at his big old power fist and his circle's shield. That is one of the last from my Marvel-inspired kill team. Ah, nice. Nice one. This is also a very nice model. Tell you what, that blue's really nice, Mythos. That blue is absolutely fantastic. I love it. What blue are you using for that? It's just gonna be like, oh, it's just ultramarine blue. But no, that's a really nice. It's really really saturated, very sort of in your face. I like it. Very nice. Very nice indeed. We've got Lunchtime Painter. He's not posted anything, but he's posted stuff, but I don't know what it is because he's not said. I think he did say actually earlier up. My latest finished bits and pieces. Cool. So this is a skeleton man or woman, could be woman. We don't know. We weren't there. On a horse, demon horse, skeleton horse. It's a fancy horse because he's got a dress on. This is a skeleton either about to do skeleton dressage or skeleton. He might be jousting actually. He's doing skeleton jousting at a skeleton jousting event. Because he's got a jouster. What's it called? What's the jousting stick called? A jouster. A joust club. Joust stick. What's a jousting stick called? I feel like is it just... What's a jousting stick called? Is it a joust? The green's really nice though. I've realised I've not actually commented on the paint job. That green cloth is really, really nice. Really like that, and it contrasts really nice. I like the ribbons as well up the jousting stick. That's really cool. Oh, it's a lance. It's a lance. It's a lance. Of course, it's a lance. Lance Armstrong. You'd have to have a strong arm as well to hold a lance, wouldn't you? I imagine. I imagine they're fairly heavy. That's based with the Ultramarine Rattle Can, then highlighted with Games Workshop Caldo Sky and Pro Acryl Blue. Nice one, dude. Yeah, it looks absolutely top notch. Well, what else you got? We've got a... Oh, he said what these are. These are Die Hard Miniatures Undead Night. Oh no, that's the first one. So what is this one? The same company? I quite like that sculpt. It's got a lot of character. I like the skeleton sort of... is this like a necromancer guy? I like the skeleton sort of getting up out of the floor on the base. That's right cool. This is also some... This is Warhammer model, this. Is this like a necromancer or a vampire guy? I think it's a necromancer. I'm really bad with models, aren't I? Like, I should know most of these. Same company, necromancer. Yes. Yes, there we go. Called it. I like the red on this one. The red on this one is fantastic. Because it's nice and subtle as well. Like, whenever I do red capes, I end up just keep going. I keep going and keep going. And then they're like super bright red. Which I like. I mean, it kind of suits my style. But I quite like this. It's nice and subtle. And it helps the face stand out a bit more as well, because the red's quite dark. Obviously, then you've got black underneath. You've got fairly muted colours for the staff, so then the face really pops out, and the highlighting and stuff on it really works. Absolutely fantastic work. Love some Nighthorn or Swishy Swirlies. Warhammer Fantasy Vampire Counts faction. I thought it was. Do you know? See, there we go. Actually, thinking about starting a... Well, I say thinking out. I'm doing either Flesh Eater Courts or Vampires or Birth. I just want to do Blood Knights. I just want to do Blood Knights and Vampires. I don't like any of the new vampire characters though. You know, the big ones with are like half monster, half character. There he is. That's that guy. That's an old Warhammer model, that, isn't it? Is this? I'm gonna say, I want to say Nagash, but I feel like that's not right. It's not right, is it? It's not Nagash. Who's Nagash? I feel like I should know that as well. Who is Nagash? Let's Google it. Let's Google it, see if I can get an answer before someone tells me in the chat. Nagash. Oh, it might be him actually. This is this is the old Nagash model, and then obviously the new one is the big swirly one. He got a hell of an upgrade. He got a hell of an upgrade. Wow. I was right. I can't believe I was right. Look at me. There we go. There we go. We'll finish the stream there, guys. You can't beat that. Nagash is the god of death. Yeah, obviously. I know that. Obviously. I really like the green on this one. It's very, very eye-catching and highlighted very nicely as well. I tend to go the opposite. Again, I think I'm just the opposite painter. But yeah, I tend to go the opposite way with when I'm painting green and highlighting green, because I tend to go brighter and yellow. So I end up going sort of like adding yellow to my green, and then almost going to just pure yellow on the very top highlights. Whereas this is more of a sort of muted green on the highlights, but works just as nicely. Absolutely love it. Fantastic paint job. And then we've got some Marines here. These are Dark Angels. I can't see the shoulder, but I'm going to assume Dark Angels because of the dark green. I'm assuming. I think maybe the Dark Angels. Maybe they're not. I mean, you know, you can pick whatever you want. They don't have to be Dark Angels. These could just be dark green Marines. Ah, Mini. Oh God, my legs are absolutely knackered today. I've done 17,500 steps. Use Vallejo Orc skin turn for the cloth on Nagash. It looks really nice, bud. It looks really nice. And these are Dark Angels. Fantastic work, man. I really like the guns on these, actually. Don't see enough red bolters. Do you know what I mean? Like, not enough people paint red bolters anymore. Like, they do still exist. People still paint them red. But do you know what? I don't see enough red bolters. So yeah, fantastic work on these, bud. Fantastic work on all of them, actually. Well done, bud. Round of applause for you. Yay, golf clap. There we go. I'm sure I saw some people. Ed's out in minutes. Thanks for tuning in, dude. Welcome to the stream. Who else has joined? I'm sure I saw a couple of people pop in. It might not have. It might have just been Ed's art. But yeah, welcome to the stream, dude. Thanks for tuning in. Even made it eventually. It's fine, buddy. Don't worry about it. We're just chilling out tonight and we're looking through all your lot's lovely work because, quite frankly, it's easy content. But no, it's nice looking at what you guys have all been up to because if you like I was saying the other day on the Sunday stream, like you guys are like I've got a few friends local that obviously do the hobby and that I game with every now and then, but I don't really have anyone other than a couple of close friends. I don't really have anyone that I show my work off to or that shows me their work. So looking through stuff like this, I really like because this is kind of, you know, a lot of people have like a group chat set up with a few friends, or you know, whatever, or just posted on the Discord. Like I don't get to look at everything on the Discord anymore. Like I can't keep up with how active it is. So like looking at stuff like this is kind of my sort of let's catch up with all my friends to see what everyone's been up to. Next up we've got Lau Lau. Lots of work in progress. Happy with how I've improved my painting. Oh, and oops cat. So we've got a. In fact, I'll leave that open on that one just because that's a more zoomed in picture. So we've got a Mandalorian. This is a Legion Mandalorian. I can tell with the base size. There we go. That's a nice shot. Some Manders for Legion. These look real nice. I like the paint job on these. I like the yellow. Looks absolutely fantastic. Nice and sort of stands out against the muted sort of silvers and browns and stuff on the rest of them. The yellow looks really nice. Very, very good. We've got a cat. Terrible crime. Him boots have been stolen. What else we got? Again, I'll leave that. Is that a better? If I open this in browser, it's not gonna. Does that show up on? No, it doesn't show up on the stream. If I just pop that on there. But yeah, I like this. I like the colours on this. That sort of turquoise colour on the armour there is really nice. Is that like a contrast or a wash or something over a metallic? It looks very, very nice. What else we got? We've got a. That's another Stormcast. I only know this because Alfie's painted one of these. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have put that as a Stormcast. I mean, what is that? It's really nice. Again, I like the purple on this one. Very nice colour choices on these. What else? We've got. Is that an alien? Again, I think it's Star Wars Legion. I can't remember what race that is. It looks like the same race as Cad Bane. But it doesn't look like Cad Bane because he's not blue and he's not got his hat on. Pirate Queen Pickle has entered the building. Back from the meeting, which I'm sure was the most thrilling thing ever. Hi.
Hello.
I've not seen Wendy all day. When Wendy stayed home. Oh, it was closed. Sorry, I've left the door open to the upstairs. Is there another alien? Are these 3D prints? I didn't know that these models existed for Legion. These are cool though. Oh, again, I like that colour choice on that Stormcast. And this is, I can't remember what her name is. It's like, begins with a Y and then there's lots of letters. I can't really remember what the name is though. It's like or something. It's the one that came in the box in it with the 3rd edition starter box. I can't remember what she's called. Boffnet will tell me, or someone else, but Boffnet will definitely tell me, I'm sure. Cool. So yeah, nice work on these dudes. No, they're official Star Wars Legion Rebels. Nice. I didn't realise that they'd added like alien races in and stuff for the Rebels. I'll be honest, I've not really looked at any of the Rebel stuff because I've been focusing on. I've been collecting and vaguely painting my Separatist forces, so I've not really looked at any of the Rebel stuff. But these look cool. I like them. And nice work on the painting, but it's really nice to see the progression. I'm hoping that you're enjoying the Stormcast. There's a big chunk of models. So yeah, hope you're enjoying that box. Next up, we've got Bateman. Finally got round to trying Necron blades. Not all there yet. Let's have a look. So we've got some. Are these like old school Eldar? And some Chaos Marines. I'm gonna say. It's Yvonne. Is that Yvonne or is that Yvonne? Because I know Yvonne's spelt with a Y. Whatever it is. It's Yvonne. Or Yvonne. I drove through a place earlier today on my way to Alton Towers that sounds like how Italians would say Elston's name. Hey, Elastone! And that made me laugh. And I wanted to tell someone. And then obviously I was driving, so I couldn't. I've just remembered now. These blades are looking nice, dude. Do you know what? There's actually there's a really cool YouTuber who did a video quite a while back showing people how to paint Necron blades really easily to get this sort of look that you're trying to go for. And to be fair, you're pretty much there with it. All I'd say for these, if you're not happy with how these are at the moment, which to be fair they look fine. Like there's nothing wrong with them at all. The blends are really nice. The colour separation is really nice. The only thing that I do to improve on these, or to just sort of make them pop that little bit more, is just to edge highlight them. To edge highlight down the lighter colour, the lighter green. Edge highlight that with like a yellow or like an ice yellow, and also down the middle of the blade where it separates the sort of two sides. I'd highlight down that with the same sort of ice yellow. Just that little thing will just make it pop loads. But these look fine. They look absolutely fine, bud. I would be well happy with those. A lot of fun painting them. Looking forward to the orcs inside the box next. Yes, the orcs are really nice. It's actually Yundrash. How do you say that? Yundrasta. But I was trying to be funny by saying it was Yvonne, but spelt it wrong. Oh dear. I'll get my coat. Yeah, well done, Buffnet. Brilliant. I was trying to follow some of your tips. Cheers. I'll try the white. Yeah, either a white or like I say, like a sort of an ice yellow, like a let me find it. Try. I don't know why I'm going to try to show this on camera because it'll not pick up. It'll not pick up properly. But if you try, I'll take a picture of it and I'll put it on the Loki approved so that you can see it. But even then, you're not really going to be able to see it properly. Do you know what? I'm not going to bother posting a picture. If you look online at Pale Yellow by Pro Acryl, and then not necessarily this paint, but just look at the colour of this, and then like just get a yellow and add some cream to it, because it's not a cold yellow, it's quite a warm yellow. Ice yellow as well, some companies call that sort of tone, but that's what I'd go with to edge highlight that, because it'll stand out nicely against the green, but it's not white. I always find that white highlights don't suit everything, and like definitely green, I would highlight it with that. It's got more of that yellow tint, so it ties it in a bit better with the green. I've returned and have now acquired a food common. I'm assuming that means coma. From Northern Food. Elston, I asked earlier, but obviously you were off scoffing whatever you were scoffing. Why are you in Doncaster? How long are you in Doncaster? And are you going to come and have a cuppa? Because you're literally about 10 minutes from our house and it'd be rude not to. And I'm obviously not at work. Some awesome Hobbit on display here. Yes, there is. There always is, to be fair. Whenever we open up the vault to the vault, that's not the right word. Open up the channel. Foundedly referred to her as Angel Chick Thingy. Yes, it's Yun Astra. Oh, Yun Astra. Right. Okay, so that's how you pronounce it. So the first few minutes, then I had to go sort my son out, so I have missed nearly the whole stream. Oh well, at least I can watch it back tomorrow. You can watch it back tomorrow, that is always an option. But yes, I should be absolutely happy with those Bateman. And also, you know, congrats on you getting some hobby done. Next up, we've got Tabletop Ready Minis. Finally got all our stuff from England up to Scotland. A few breaks, but mostly okay. Slowly unboxing and got reunited with this, and the lights still work. So that's a lovely setup, that dude. Lovely little setup. Plenty of space here. All the room on the top of the computer. We've got an awesome stream on the go there. I don't know who that is, but it looks fantastic. I want to watch that guy. Look like the collection of things up here. Yep, nice little compact space, that dude. Absolutely fantastic. And then this was this your entry for Pickles on Parade? Looks absolutely fantastic, dude. Still love that. Work for one day, buddy. Sorry, it's a busy schedule, so I won't be able to drop in for a cuppa. Well, do you know what? That's just rude. That is just rude. I can't believe you've driven all the way up to Doncaster of all places, and you're not even going to come and say hi. You must literally have to drive past my house to to go home. That's disgusting. Where are you working? I'll come and bother you. I'll just come and start banging on the window. Elstead! Elstead! But yeah, awesome dude. Glad you've got all your stuff up in Scotland now. At the new digs, and glad you're all set up and stuff. Nice to see you back around, dude. It's been real nice actually seeing you back around. One day you will visit me down south. Yes, one day when I am rich and I can afford to be in the south. Because having been in Cornwall and seeing the prices of things, and being... When we stopped to meet you at... Where did we meet you? Wherever I met you. Near... Wherever... Where did we meet you? Where? Oh, Bristol. When we met you near Bristol. Like, and it cost us like £160 for some chicken. And that's not even an exaggeration. That literally happened. But yeah, no, to be fair, we will come and visit you down south one day. Cribbs Causeway, that was it, yeah. Bernard Cribbs Causeway. Anyway, next up, we've got Ravens Minis, working up a towel and custards. Cornwall prices are not real prices. Worcester was cheap. It was, to be fair. Yeah, it weren't bad in Worcestershire. We've got Tao. Oh, this big guy. He looks like he's got something up his butt. Oh no, that's just a pot of paint. This is real nice. Do you know? Look at that. I like that blue glow in the vents and the recess bits between the panels. That looks real nice. Absolutely cracking job on that one, Raven. Nice one, Phil. And then you've got some custards, which are super clean, like these. Nice work on these, bud. Just picking out just enough of the detail, but also, like, obviously not taking away from the majority of them being gold. Yeah, these are real nice. Awesome work. Yeah, like these. Nice work, dude. Absolutely fantastic. Look at that red. Look at that red on the cape. That's lovely. Yeah, these are fantastic. Nice work, dude. Also found this grot, I think, from Space Crusade. Mum found him in a box in her attic. Look at that. Nice. Old school. Nice one, dude. Graham, hopefully in a White Dwarf issue soon. Fingers crossed. They did say they wanted to feature if I did new picks. Nice one, dude. It does look nice. I like the paint on this. It's very, very nice. Like the lenses. Awesome work, dude. I will keep my eyes peeled for it in an upcoming issue of WD 40. Not 40. White Dwarf, I meant WD. I don't know why I said 40. I think it's just because I said WD. Looking forward to seeing that, dude. And congrats again on being featured. That's awesome. Next up, we've got War Daddy Miniatures, Horus Heresy World Eaters, and Imperial Fists. These look absolutely fantastic. The World Eaters look cool. It's not my favourite chapter or legion or whatever, but these look really, really cool. I like the blue. That really pops. But these Imperial Fists, they are nice, dude. They are really nice. I'm kind of thinking. I've not picked up any of the heresy stuff yet, other than the tanks that I've got, which is a lot. I've got a lot of tanks. But other than those, I've not picked up anything yet. But I am kind of thinking of going either Imperial Fists or Emperor's Children. But yeah, I just love the yellow. I think it looks fantastic. So nice work on those. We've also got Lunch Break Painter again, Oric, Odd Boys, and a group of not Star Wars minis from Die Hard Miniatures. So here's the Odd Boys. These look awesome. Is this the Warhammer Plus exclusive model? I think that is. If it is, I've got that model upstairs. I was really excited when I saw this for the Warhammer Plus that you could pick, and then I didn't do anything with it. It's just sat upstairs still. In fact, actually, when's the second anniversary for Warhammer Plus? I feel like that's coming up soon. I should be due another model at some point. Yeah, when's that coming up? When did it start? I feel like that's some point soon. But these look fantastic. Again, love the yellow on these. Absolutely awesome. Love it. And some not Star Wars models. I love these. These are fantastic. It's the Grogu that looks more like Grandpa Grogu. Paint job's fantastic though, dude. Love it. Absolutely love it. Nice work. Next up we've got Sprocket. I don't know why people's names aren't displaying properly on Discord. Like this just go up as S. But we've got Sprocket. Working through my Orc Combat Patrol box after several months of not painting anything. These are coming together real nice. I like that skin tone. That's very sort of muted, very different for Orcs. But yeah, this is really nice coming together. So what is in the Combat Patrol box for the Orcs? Because like that just looks like one unit for Orcs. He's officially called Yub-Nub. Brilliant. But yes, they look nice. Really nice job on these. Looking forward to seeing some more of those painted up. Yeah, looking forward to seeing them. Nice work getting back into doing some painting as well. Next up, we've got Andy Asquith. 5 models left until my 2,000 point Tau army is done. Look at this. We love to see it. We like these full army shots. This is what we want. And that is a hell of a nice looking force. I like the muted colours with them, the red just bits of detail scattered throughout. Very, very nice. Absolutely fantastic work. Love it. Cascrin Sergeant hinted today for Warhammer Plus as one of 2 options. Yeah, but is that for like next year? I'm talking like this because we got the because I'm paying monthly, so I got the Orc. You could either have the Orc or the Assassin, and you got it straight away if you paid for all 12 months, or you got it after 12 months if you were paying monthly, which I did. But then, what are the next 2 models? What were the 2 models for the second year? Because I know that they've already been announced, haven't they? Isn't one of them? Is one of them a Chaos Terminator? And one of them's something else. I can't remember what it is. I have a boss, a Death Dread, and 3 Deathcopters to go. Nice. I like the new Deathcopters. I liked the old ones, but I really like the new ones. Yeah, looking forward to seeing this this Tau army finished. Absolutely fantastic work. Massive accomplishment, Andy. Well done. This year's was a Chaos Terminator. Or and something else. Yeah, exactly. I can remember the Chaos Terminator. Then you just need to log in. It's probably in your account. Chaos Terminator and an AOS Sorcerer with a host of little minions. They are already out. Oh, right, okay, so I probably need to go on and say, can I have my model, please, then? I remember I was late getting it last year because I didn't realise what you had to do to get it. I'll log in later, or tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, actually. Next up, we've got Frandog. It's a good job I recognise all your your Discord profile pictures, because no one's names are displaying properly. Like, Frandog's just F. F's in the chat, please, for usernames. But I recognise the Formula 1 car. So this is Frandog. Frandog 99, I believe. Finally got my Outriders done. Only took 3 years. To be honest, mate, I got so many copies of that box, and I have painted 1 Outrider. So you're beating me. These look fantastic. I like the mud gun at the tyres. Like, nice little bit of weathering. And on the bottom here as well, like, it's proper kicking up some dirt. I'm liking these highlights. Like, very sort of, like, you can tell that it's like bits of damage and stuff. These are real nice. Nice blocking the colours as well. Like you can see the paint, like the highlights there, like sort of dragging back. Like you can see that that's the damage, like going as he's driving, like he's sort of chipping paint off and stuff. That's really cool, really nice effect. If we all change our picks to the same as Josh's, it would be amusing. I mean, you can do, that's fine. I'll just be like, yep, and now I've painted this. And I've also painted this. Yeah, these look fantastic, dude. Absolutely cracking work. Nice work on that face as well. That's nice and nicely picked out. Look at this mud churning through under his tyres. Love it. Nice work, dude. I haven't got much further with my Shatterpoint stuff because I've been prop making for D&D. The 3 stages of finishing: printed, sanded, filler, primer is the yellow, then sanded again, and then primed in grey. Look at this. So like, that's just printed, so you can see like the layer lines and stuff. Then next up is filler primed. So I only found out about this filler primer stuff the other day from someone had posted on a Facebook group about how to get rid of the layer lines on 3D prints. So someone had recommended filler primer. Didn't even know it was a thing. Had no idea it was a thing. Definitely going to be looking into stuff like that. Just because on the occasion where I do actually 3D print something and paint it, you know, they are annoying, those lines. And then primed. This was fantastic, dude. What's this for? D&D? That's right, cool. Nice work, dude. And something a little bit different as well, and why not? Next up, we've got Elston, who has just posted all the Star Wars. We'll skip past that. No, I'm joking. We'll skip past it. So, yeah, Elston, right. Elston has... So, some of you will remember that last year, I can't remember when, last year at some point, I'm sure me and Elston were on a live stream together or something, and at that point I'd sort of been cracking on with my Star Wars Legion stuff for a while. I say cracking on, I'd been buying my Star Wars Legion stuff for a while, and then I can remember like having a massive session where I like got everything built, and I got it all built, and then I got it all primed, and the plan was to get it all done by a certain point. And Elston was on the stream, or he was in the chat or something, and I said, I will promise that I will have my Star Wars stuff done. But to be fair, I said it at the end of whenever. I said I'll have my Star Wars stuff done before I hit 10,000. Then I changed that to I'll have my Star Wars stuff done before Christmas. Then I changed it to another day, I can't remember. My Star Wars Legion stuff is still not finished. All the B1 battle droids are done. Keep telling everyone this, like as if that makes up for it. But yeah, the rest of the Legion stuff is not done. And Elston gave me time. He gave me plenty of time, and then he just went, do you know what? Enough's enough. And he made a video where he painted all his Star Wars Legion stuff, and he called me out, and he was like, basically, Pickle is useless. Crack on. He didn't say that. And the reason I sort of stopped doing my Star Wars Legion stuff this year, when I was sort of cracking on and working on it again, is because Star Wars Shatterpoint came out. And I got really excited about Star Wars Shatterpoint, as you can vaguely see by this massive stack of boxes. And I got really excited about Shatterpoint, and to be fair, like most of these have arrived in the last sort of week or so. Like I had the core box and a couple of expansions, and the majority of the core box is painted. I've got 2 models left to finish for that, because I have really been enjoying working on it. But Elston decided, in secret as well I might add, like I saw none of this while it was happening. Like I got no like, oh this is what I've been working on, you know, crack on with your Shatterpoint because I'm gonna get there first. None of this, it were all done in secret. It didn't post anything on socials or anything. And then for the last like 2 and a bit weeks he's just been going, it's day number 37 of Star Wars, and posted everything one day at a time, because he got everything done. He bought everything and he got everything done once again before me. So well done Elston, I guess, you know, well done. I hope you feel good about yourself. I'm kidding. It is do you know what? I know that we say this, and we all say this. It just absolutely baffles me how fast Elston paints stuff. And not just how fast, but like to the level that he does as well. So yeah, I've still got 2 from the core box left to paint, and then all the expansions, which I was going to build some of my Shatterpoint stuff tonight on stream. Because I was late getting in from Alton Towers and it has been a long day, I just could not be bothered. I couldn't be bothered to build on stream today. So maybe next week that could be what we do on stream, is if I've got anything left to build for Shatterpoint. Because I do want to get it all built, because once it's all built I can just paint it. But yeah, maybe if there's something left to build next week, which there will be, because you know. I think I own all but 2 of the boxes at the moment. So yeah, we'll see. I actually had a really cool video idea for what I want to do with some of them. Not necessarily just our box in particular, but just something to do for Shatterpoint. Which I'm not going to say out loud, because I don't know when I'm going to do it. Hopefully soon, but who knows. Anyway, back on topic, here's Elston's Shatterpoint stuff. So we've got Obi-Wan Kenobi, looks fantastic, love it. Ventress, really like the tattoos on her head. I've nearly finished the Mace Windu and Dathomir sets as well. Well, I earned them, so you know. fantastic. The only ones that I don't earn at the moment is the Inquisitor set and the Plans and Preparation set. They're the two that I don't earn. I need to pause my Warhammer painting long enough to paint my Shatterpoint. I'm a bit intimidated, if I'm honest. The models are gorgeous, mate. Honestly, like, I love Warhammer. Like, I love Warhammer miniatures. I've just realised that I'm still on the live screen. I'm not on Loki approved. So I'll go back to Obi-Wan and then we can look at that in a sec. But yeah, I love Warhammer. I love painting Warhammer miniatures and being a fan of 40k and then Age of Sigmar recently, and then all the smaller games that they do. And I love the miniatures. I've got no problem with Games Workshop miniatures on the most part. Like, there's a couple that I don't like, but generally they're all nice. The Shatterpoint stuff, it's just that slightly bigger scale. It makes it fun to paint, but it's not too big that it's intimidating. And also the game is really fun. Like, the game is so much fun. I'm trying to get more and more people into playing it, just that I've got more people to play with. Because yeah, it's a really cool game. Anyway, we'll go back to Loki Approved. We'll look through Elston's stuff rather than just blabbering on. So here's Obi-Wan Kenobi. Looking absolutely fantastic. Next up, we've got Ventress. Again, like I was saying, I really like the tattoos on Ventress's head. They were fun to do. I remembered trying to do them on mine, and it took me a couple of goes, sort of like correcting errors, and then I overcorrected the errors, so then I had to do it again and then fix up what I've done. A bit of a pain, but it looked good once you've got them on there. Really, really nice to paint. We've got Jango Fett. Which he's in the Dooku box, I believe. Absolutely fantastic. The Mandalorians are a bit of a fun one because the ones that have got a lot of metallic armor, you sort of look at and you sort of go, it's going to be boring, and then you paint it and you're like, oh, actually that were a lot of fun. Like the Mandalorians in the core box have been some of my favourite models that I've painted so far. Just because it's all sort of one colour, but then like the odd spot colours that you get to put in, like the blue on this, or like the red on some of the ones that I've done, or blue, is like, it really stands out and it looks really nice. So yeah, fantastic work on him. Oh, we've got some of the Inquisitors. The lightsaber is real nice on this one. That is definitely the photo angle. Love it. Clone Troopers. These are the 212, 212th. Really like those squad markings on those. The Mandos. So I had a lot of fun painting the red on these. I really, really enjoy them. Not so much on the on this one, but on this one and on Gar Saxon, I had a hell of a lot of fun painting those two. This one I found that there wasn't quite enough red on it for me. Like, again, I was sort of copying box art images, similar to what Elston's done. But yeah, these look fantastic. There we go, we've got the 501st. The Grand Inquisitor. I love the red on that cape as well. Padawan Ahsoka, which is actually a model that I don't own, because that was one of the pre-order bonuses that you got at like certain shops. I think it was supposed to be all shops, but some shops just didn't do it, and they were like, oh, we're going to raffle them away instead or whatever. But I think it was supposed to be a pre-order bonus. And obviously I didn't pre-order because I got it sent to me. How many miniatures these take you to... Oh, how many minutes did these take you to paint? Probably about 4, knowing Elston. But yeah, that's really nice. I think we've got grown-up Ahsoka in here somewhere as well. That's Dooku. Really like the blue highlights on the on his black cloth on these. There we go. Loads of Star Wars. Nice one, dude. Honestly, like, joking aside, like, you know, I know I was joking earlier, but seriously, like, it's really nice seeing you absolutely smash through like a project like this, because like, you obviously can batch paint stuff real fast, but you can't batch paint these because they're characters. They're all individual characters. But it's been nice seeing you being able to apply your sort of speed painting to loads and loads of characters instead. It's been quite cool. Got no idea on minutes, but it ended up being 1 to 2 models a morning. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Next up we've got Al Ritchie. Just a few highlights to add to my Traitor Guardsman, but I've been saying that for weeks. Mate, I've been saying I'm going to finish my Legion stuff for like 2 years. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. These look real nice. I like the. I like these. Are these kit bashed, or are these alternate sculpts, or are these just models that I don't recognise? They look really nice though. I like these. I like the idea of Traitor Guardsman. Any tips for the clone trooper markings? So when I did mine on the 501st, I've not done my 212th yet, but when I did the 501st, I just sort of, it's going to sound really like obvious, but I kind of just sort of draw the straight line with your colour first, like with your blue or whatever, and then obviously colour in the side that you want to be that colour. If you go over it all, or if it's slightly wobbly or anything, just sort of neaten it up with whatever your white paint is that you've used, like your main white colour. The way that I get around any mistakes or anything like that, if you've got some and you're struggling to tidy them up or whatever, is I added battle damage on mine. So if I go to, if I just quickly go to no, not Rex. So you see on here, if you see, like, yeah, you can't really see, it's not zoomed in quite enough, but like here and like up here on like his helmet and stuff, like the line went slightly skew-if, and I tidied it up as best I could, but then I added the battle damage, like I added like the sponging technique just so that the armor was a bit worn. And then what that does is I did it in black first, but then I under highlighted that with white on like the underneath of each of the marks to make it look like a little bit 3D. And if you add that on and you cover up any areas where you've got errors with like your lines or whatever, it ends up covering those errors up and making it just look like part of the battle damage. So that's what I tended to do. I'm trying to look. Where's the other clone trooper? So you can't really see it on either of these pictures. Oh, you can see it a little bit up here. On oh, I've realised I've just gone off. There we go. You can, yeah, it's zoomed out quite a lot here, but I don't know how big you've got the image. But if you've got a look up there, you can see that there's like an indent there in the line, in the blue line. But that is like a highlighted white line from the battle damage that I put on. So that's what I would do. If you wanted to paint them clean and not put any battle damage on, then unfortunately it is just going to be sort of paint, like Elsa said, paint a thin line in first to mark out the edge of whatever the section that you want to paint in the colour for the squad markings, and then once you've done that, fill it all in, and then if there are any issues, just take it steady and just go back with the white and just tidy it up. But my advice would just be to add that bit of battle damage, because I think the clones, they look a bit, not boring, but they look a bit sort of too clean if they are just clean. I think they do need that bit of battle damage on them just to give them a bit of sort of, you know, lived in the universe sort of look. Going back to these guardsmen though. These look really nice. They're really nicely painted, dude. Sorry we sort of got dragged off on a tangent. But yeah, they're really nicely painted. I love the red helmets as well. That really pops out. Someone said these are from, yeah, Blackstone Fortress. This is cool. I've never played Blackstone Fortress. Again, it's one of those games that I think I would like, but I don't know anyone that ever played it, and I don't own it. Keep thinking about picking it up, but then I'd be in the same issue that I'm in with Cursed City and Hero Quest, and I'd have no one to play with, and it'd just be another box that sits in my house. and God knows I've got enough of those. But yeah, nice work, bud. Next up, we've got Ed's Art and Mini's first unit of intercessors for the Astral Tridents chapter done. Look at these. Look at these. Absolutely fun. Do you know what? Every time Ed works on his Astral Tridents, which I believe are they a homebrew chapter? I'm assuming. I think they are, aren't they? I mean, I might be completely wrong, but I've got a feeling that they're a homebrew chapter, or if they're not, they're like a really obscure chapter that were like maybe mentioned once. I mean, it might not be. It might be a really well-known chapter, and I'm just ignorant to Warhammer lore. But every time Ed posts any of his, I really like the look. I like the blue. I like the coral reef basing on the bases. I really like the blue. I like all the kit bashers on like the guys with swords and stuff, because they've all got like tridents and stuff. But yeah, these are really nice, dude. That blue is absolutely gorgeous, and it pops really nicely against the sort of creamy pauldrons and detailing. Absolutely fantastic, dude. I like this guy's just put his helmet down. He's just like, just let me check what time it is. Let me see how many steps I've done on my pedometer. Just put my helmet on for the love. Be right. We've also got Ashag the Ash. I've not got that. I've got Alfie tonight, and our bed squeaks. We've got Ashag the Slaughterer, pure fine cast drivel, looking better now. Oh, is this a fine cast model? Ooh. So I've done a couple of fine cast models in the last sort of year or so, but all the fine cast stuff that I've done has been like Necron characters. So like you've got the odd occurrence of like a bendy staff or something, which is easy enough to fix. I don't know what I would do working on something this size in Finecast. So do you know what? More power to you, dude. More power to you. Because Finecast is one of those materials that I feel like you either get it and it's like top notch, it's amazing, or you get it and there's like stuff that's just miscast, weird air bubbles, like all stuff broken or bent out of shape or just don't fit. Like it don't seem to be consistent enough for me. I'm trying to remember what the last Finecast model I got was. I think it might have been like it must have been like a Necron character. It must have been. But this looks cool though. Looking forward to seeing that painted up, dude, especially by yourself. That will look absolutely top notch. Next up, Conquerist again. Gonna stop with this now. All I'm missing is a blast of varnish and some jungle leaves. That's really nice. That's real nice. I like the sort of build up of glow, like, but not glow, but like the build up of power in the energy bit on the front of the blast. Is it a blaster or a blast pistol? Like you can see, it goes from white all the way through like yellow and like bits of orange in there and stuff as well. It's real nice. But yeah, it's really nice. Really like that model. It's a lovely model as well, to be fair. Oh, look at these scratchy highlights on the cape. I love that. I love that. That is fantastic. That's really nice. Oh, that's kind of made me want to open that box and paint that model myself. Ugh, maybe. Maybe one day. Maybe when I'm not like knee deep in 1,000 projects, I will just randomly paint an Eldar model. But this is real nice. Nice one. And there we go. We've reached the bottom. That was it. We did Loki Approved, guys. First time in a while, because we weren't. I don't think we did it for a while before I sort of stopped streaming. I never really stopped streaming. Like I wasn't streaming, but like it weren't like, bye guys, I'm done. Like I just didn't do it. But yeah, it's been a while since we've done them. And it has been quite nice to go through and to look at stuff and to just dedicate this stream to that, and just to me just talking nonsense. Like for the first sort of, I don't even know how long, I just spoke about Alton Towers and how good Pick and Mix is. But no, it's been nice to look through everything. Absolutely fantastic work. Thank you so much everyone for posting, for coming and joining me as well. I noticed on Sunday and then again today, like it's been a while since I've done like streaming like on a regular, and the thing that sort of took me back a little, to like caught me off guard, was how many people actually turned up for the streams on Sunday and then again today. I expected, because I'd not done anything for a while and because I'd not been doing it, people were like, oh no, can't be bothered, like, you know, we've moved on, we're watching someone else now. So I really appreciate everyone turning up and hanging out and just letting me sort of talk about stuff that I love to people that love the same stuff, getting to look at people's awesome stuff. It's been real nice. I am going to love you and leave you though, because I have had a really long day. I've not seen Wendy since about 8:30 this morning, so I want to go and hang out with Wendy for a bit, and yeah, I just need to chill out now. It's been a long day, but I didn't want to cancel the stream because that's kind of what I'd been doing. I'd been going, oh, I'm going to do a stream, and then I'd get to the evening and I'd be like, oh, I can't bother, I'm too tired or whatever. So I didn't want to cancel it because then it'd just be the same as the last few months. So I still went ahead and did it. We had fun, we've had a lovely time, we've looked at some awesome stuff, and we will be back again on Wednesday next week. So we'll do Wednesday next week, and then I think what I'll probably look at doing then is every couple of weeks, because then it falls on the weeks where I've not got alpha. It's loads easier for me to manage, so yeah, we'll probably look at doing that, but we'll see. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for hanging out. It's been lovely to see you all. If you want to help support the channel, there's all the usual things linked in the chat and down in the description. If you're going to come and join us over on our Discord server, it's free to join. Please come and join us if you're not already over there. We are a lovely little community. I'm trying to be a little bit more active than I have been recently. But if I'm not on there, everyone else is on there and they're all lovely. So yeah, come and join us over there. If you want to check out the main channel, again, links down below. And that's about it. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later. And enjoy your hobby and whatever my sign-off thing is. I can't remember. Bye, guys.